Welcome to the Visually Logical podcast, where you'll learn how to use Logic Pro with the Apple built-in Screenreader, Voiceover. Our host is Antonio De Lillis.
Hello guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Let's jump into this one. We are going to discuss groups and how to use that to make multiple edits quickly. So I'll do the things as quickly as possible and then I'll explain, all right? So
1 bar,
that's my track.
4 bars, 3.
There is a long intro.
Six bars, 5.
Let's say I want to get rid the entire drums. I only want that. So from
5.
Okay. So I need to create a group with all the drums.
Track 1, drums. Track 2, drum room rendered.
So I have all the tracks.
Track 1,
Let me show
drums.
you that first.
Track 1, drums.
I have all the tracks are stacked. So I have drums.
Track 1, bass.
Bass.
Track 1, 4, guitars.
Guitars.
Track 2, vocals.
And vocals.
Track header, mute. Track 1,
drums
1.
are quite a lot. So from
Track.
track 2.
2, drum room rendered.
Yeah, I think 2. Let's check.
Track 8, tom 1.
Yes, I think it was track 10.
Track 1, 0, tom 3. Track 1, bass.
Yeah, from 2 to 10.
Track
Okay.
1, 0.
So that's how I do it. I'll do it quick and then I'll explain. So I select all drums with
Track 1.
from 10 to 2. I do Control Option Command Enter.
Track 9.
9
tom.
again.
Track 9 top. Track 8
again.
tom,
Control
1.
Option Command Enter.
Track 7 SN top.
Again.
Track 6.
Again.
Track 5.
Again.
Track 4.
Again.
Track 3.
And the
track
last one.
2. Track 2 drum room rendered.
Then I press
Track
the key
header,
command
mute or solo the track's channel strip signal on the
Control Command Shift G.
create group 9 members.
Create group 9 members. So from 2 to 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sorry, from 2 to 10, it's 9 tracks. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9 tracks. So in this group, I have 9 members, which is what I want.
H on uncheck number 1 out of table tools. Your
Okay.
groups active groups disclosure triangle.
When I do that key command, Control Command Shift G to create a new group. Actually, that key command, before I go, I'll tell you something more about it, okay? When I do that, it prompts me to the group menu. And so let's explore this menu. So from the very top or left, so VO left,
Close.
we have the usual close,
Minimize.
and
Zoom.
zoom.
You are currently
Then we have
tutorial editing with groups.
the name of the project.
Groups active ticked.
I'm moving with VO right and left, by the way, yeah? So
Groups active ticked.
ticked, group active, ticked. So I've created a group and I've activated this group. To deactivate a group, you can either VO space
Unticked.
on there or click Shift G. Shift G, though, it's not reliable. It doesn't speak when you do it in the tracks header. Okay? If you do it here, it does. Listen.
Groups active ticked.
Yeah. But it only says ticked. If you do it again to untick it,
Groups active.
it doesn't. So you're not sure.
Groups active ticked.
Yeah. But yeah, that's so keep that in mind.
Pop-up button.
Next,
You are currently
you got a pop-up button, which I want to explore quickly with you.
menu.
From the top.
Menu.
It's a menu. The first thing that we encounter is...
New command Control Shift G. You are currently on a menu item.
So this is if you want to create a new group.
Delete.
If you want to delete that group.
Delete unused.
If you don't want
This
to
menu.
delete the unused.
Select members.
Select members.
Add selected channel strips Control Shift G. You are
This is the key command that I have used, and it's called
Add selected channel strips Control Shift G.
Add selected channel strip to the group.
Add selected channel strips, Control Shift.
Yeah, to the group. It implies to the group. Add selected channel strip. That's what I have used.
Remove selected channel strips.
Sorry.
You are currently on a menu item. To choose,
To remove.
copy settings. Remove selected channel strips.
So you can, remove one once you're done if you
Copy
want.
settings.
Copy settings.
Paste settings.
Paste settings.
Make default settings.
And this is the one that I used at the beginning. Make
Default settings.
default settings, okay? So
Pop-up button.
why I'm saying this? Because if we go to the right now,
Table. Row 1 of.
this is the table showing us all the groups that we got, that we created and we got active. And we're gonna come back here in a second. If we go to the right,
Button. You are currently.
there's a button. I never worked out what that button does, so I'm assuming it doesn't do much.
Settings.
Settings, so I'm moving to the right. And now finally we have the settings.
Editing. Selection ticked. Editing checkbox. When selected, selecting a region selects the same horizontal range of all group members. You are
Okay, I'll stop the voiceover and I want to stress one word: horizontal. Listen again.
editing. Selection ticked. Editing checkbox. When selected, selecting a region selects the same horizontal range of all group members.
So whatever you do horizontally to one member of the group, let's take, for example, practical application, which we're going to try in a second. You have a drum stack or a drum group or whatever you want to call that, okay? You want to trim, nudge, split, copy, paste, apply a fade in, fade out, crossfade, all of those, mute a region, whatever you do horizontally, it will be applied to all the other tracks vertically belonging to that group, okay? And as you remember, or probably you will remember now, that we have 9 tracks in this group. So you do one thing to one track, and boom, everything is going to be applied to the other tracks, okay? Editing wise,
Quantize locked.
you got other things that you can tick or untick in a group. You can tick quantize,
Track alternatives.
automation,
Volume. Tick.
volume.
Pan unticked.
Some of these are there by default, blah, blah, blah.
Mix in.
There are
Record.
other things,
Send,
record,
send.
send, blah, blah, but we don't need this anymore. We need to explore another thing. So let me go to the beginning.
Groups active. Ticked. Pop-up button. Table. Row 1 of 1.
This table, so let's interact.
In table. Number 1.
So that's the number 1. It means that's, group number 1.
Number.
And if I move down, it's the only thing that I got. So it means I have only created one group. If I go to the right,
On checkbox. Select to turn on this channel strip group. When deselected, you can make changes to individual channel strips outside of this group. Ticked. You are
Okay.
currently.
so when selected, when ticked, and it is ticked now, and I'll untick it so you can hear,
Unticked.
unticked
Ticked.
and ticked, okay? So it was ticked. When this is ticked, as I said before, because editing is one of the things that I've selected in the setting, whatever edit I do to one of these 9 tracks will be applied to the other. Let's say, for example, you realize, oh, yeah, no, that hi-hat, I need to trim, to change, there's a noise I want to chop off, blah, 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 but it's only in the hi-hat, there is a code of the symbols, which is okay. Whatever is the thing, you can untick this one, go to the whatever track, kick, whatever, apply the cut, fade, etc. And then if you notice that there are other things that must be applied as a group, you come back here and you
Unchecked. Unticked. Ticked.
tick it back.
Name blank.
The name, okay, the name is not that important if you're only using one group, but for the sake of, being thorough, let's try to change this name, okay? Sometimes this thing do not work. So if I try to press D for drum, doesn't do anything. So this is what you do it. Sometimes that works. You don't need to interact to do nothing special. If that doesn't work, interact via shift down arrow.
In edit tech.
And then via shift double space. And now,
DRUMS.
yeah,
Drums.
stop interacting.
Out of table. In table.
Let's go back to the table
On
and see.
check bar. Name. Drums.
Yeah, we now have the group 1 called drums.
HH checkbox.
After that, you have that HH box. I never use it, so yeah, but you can decide to hide or show the groups in your channel strips. Can be handy, but yeah. And we are done with this, so we can close this window with Command W.
Tutorial editing with groups.
And now let's put this into a test. So let's make sure we are in the tracks header.
Track 1, drums. Track 1, track 2, drum room rendered.
Okay, let's
Track
have a
header.
listen from bar 3.
6 bar, 2 bar, 3, 2.
And then the guitar and bass kick in, okay? So from bar 3 to bar
4
5,
bar, 5 bar,
there's nothing but that.
6 bars, 1,
6.
5 bar,
What if we want to have just that?
5.
So to shorten the intro, you place your playhead
6
to
bars, 1 beat, 1 division.
bar 6, and you apply a trim. I call it trim. I never remember how it's called, but it's Command left bracket. Now if I check, I'm
Track
in
2.
track 2, okay?
Quick nav on.
Let me
Quick
make
nav.
sure, yeah, that the quick nav is off, and let's check the length of this track.
121 bars, 1 beat, 3 divisions, 177 ticks.
That's the end of that region. Now, if I did the right thing, now if I check the beginning of the track, of that region, it should say something like 61111. Let's check.
6 bars, 1 beat, 1 division, 1 tick.
Okay, now let's check if, and that's exactly what I want. So if I go to bar 5,
5 bars, 1 beat,
do I hear anything?
4.
Nothing. So that means that trim
Track 3.
was applied
106 bars, 1.
to track 3.
Track 4.
4.
1. 6 bars, 1.
Hear that?
Track 1. 6
6.
bars, 1 beat, 1. Track 6. SM 1. 6
Yeah.
bars, 1. Track
7.
1. 6 bars, 1.
So all of them, okay? So that's great. Let's try another thing.
5, 6, 8, 9 bars.
If I recall correctly,
10 bars, 11, 12 bars, 13 bars, 1 beat, 1 division, 14 bars, 13, 12.
okay, and that's when the track starts. So
12, 14 bar, 13,
let me place a marker.
14 bars, 1 beat, 13, 14 bars,
14, yeah,
13.
got it. And let's now split at bar 13.
Split regions events at playhead position. Track 6S 126 bars, 1 beat, 1 division.
No, it didn't
13
do it.
bar.
I knew it.
Split regions events at playhead position. Track 8 Tom 14 bars, 1 13 bars, 1 beat. Split region 113 bars.
Okay, now it did it. So let's check if it has done it to all tracks. Let's go to track 2.
Track 2 drum 6 bars, 13 bars.
Yeah, it did. Okay, so let's
14
try
bar.
at bar 14 now.
Split regions.
Let's check.
Track 121 bars, 1 beat, 3 division, 13 6 13 113
No,
14
didn't.
bars,
Let's
1
try
beat.
again.
Split 114 bar.
Yeah, it did now. So let's try, I don't know, bar 10.
Track
10, sorry.
track 9 track 1 0 Tom 3 track header mute 13 bars 1 14 13 14.
Okay, so we have now successfully split all drums track in 2 points. Imagine to do it one by one, yeah. So it's and we can now try something cool.
13 bar 14 bar 13 bars.
Probably not applicable to this specific style, but for the sake of trying and showing you that it can be done, let me jump into the inspector.
Inspector read 9 table disclosure table in fade in.
Okay.
Has alternate saved fade in. Has alt in slider. Out of
Actually, let
fade
me
in.
change the fade in
Menu
into
speed up.
Speed up.
Speed up. Has in slide 4000. You are currently
Let's
on a
try-
slider inside a tape.
Oh, sorry, no. Let's do. What am I doing?
Out of speed up. Menu tick speed up. You are tick speed up fade in. Curve
What I want to do,
fade out.
it's a fade out,
Menu slow down.
and I
slow
want to
down.
slow down.
Has alternative items. You type has alternative items. Slow down in fourth.
Let's try something.
13 30.
Did you hear that? So yeah, that's a slow. You're slow down. Okay, let's listen again.
12 bars, 4 beats, 4.
Let's try something more extreme.
5,000.
Too extreme, yeah. Okay.
99. 1,012.
How about this? Ish. Well, let me reduce it a little.
12.
Let me reduce it more. That's nice. Let's try again. Okay.
Out of slider.
Now, let's go to the next track.
114 bars, 1.
There. And let's now do
Fade out. Curve. Has fade in.
a fade in.
Has a menu. Speed up. Speed up. Tick. Fade in. Speed up.
A speed up.
Has alt in 4,999.
Well, this will be extreme. Let's try. Sorry, let me start from
12 bar 13.
13 here. Yeah, too extreme.
909.
Let's
12.
try now. That's nice, but a little more maybe. Let's try. That's quite nice.
Out.
And again, let's go to.
Track 1. Drums. Track
Let's solo
1.
the drums. I've done all those edits in one boom. Okay. So yeah, that's basically the group, how they work, and you can again split, move things, nudge things, copy and paste things in different places, and it's all applied there. You can create more than one group, so you can do vocals on their own, or you can do maybe there are some edits that you might want to do to all tracks. Yeah, you can do that as well. Let me show you. So let me jump to the mixer. So where do you usually find these groups?
Tracks. Mixer. Mix in mix.
And in the mixer, but choose any of those
15
tracks. Drums.
Drum room rendered.
Yeah, drum room rendered.
In drum.
So this is the mixer in the channel stream.
Drum room rendered.
From the bottom or right, whatever.
Drum room rendered.
You have the name, and then you have the usual
solo. Mute. Monitoring. Record.
Yeah.
00 dB.
Yeah, fader.
Signal clip indication. Volume fade value 0. Pan.
Then look for automation.
Automation.
And before that, to the left.
Group.
Group
slot. Add the channel strip to a group. You can also define which channel strip controls can be edited for the entire group at the same time. You are currently on a pop-up button.
Okay, so if you don't know, if you want to add, let's say, actually, let's explore this first and then I'll tell you.
Group. Menu tick. Group.
Bio space there.
No group. Open group settings ellipsis.
Open group setting, which is the same menu that we had a look at a while ago. If we go VO down.
No group.
I can decide to remove this track from any group. So if I put it in
no group.
In no group, if I VO space there, it won't be part of this drums group anymore.
Tick group 1.
But now
you are currently on a group 2 new. Tick group 1.
Is group 1, okay? If you want to create a new group, you can do it from here.
Group 2 new.
Just by ticking this.
You are currently on a menu.
Okay. But
tick
yeah, for the moment,
1.
let's keep the things
you
as
are
they
currently
are.
On a menu.
It's just to show you where
automation.
These things are. I pressed escape, move it away from there.
Out of drums.
Close the drum stack.
Bass.
Let's say I want to create vocal.
Stereo vocals. You are currently
stack, so I open the stack.
Backing vocal.
And I realize that there are just 2 tracks, backing.
Lead vocals.
Backing. So this is going to be easy to do it here. Interact with the channel stream. Look for groups.
Voice 0. Automation. Group. Menu.
Select.
Open group settings. Tick. No group. Group 1. Group 2 new.
Group 2 new.
Group.
Your space there.
Group slot. Add the channel automation. Out of.
Then
lead vocals.
Go to the lead vocals.
In lead. Mute monitor.
Look for groups.
0. Autumn group. Menu. Open tick. No group.
Now it's to no group.
Group 1. Group 2.
Group 2.
You are currently on
Tick on that one.
group.
Then
Bus. Group. Menu.
go to groups.
Open.
To the top. We are still in the channel strip, yeah? I hope I didn't lose you.
Open group settings.
Real
Ellipsis.
space.
Open group settings. Tutorial editing with tutorial pop-up button. Group use close.
And we are exactly where we were a while ago. So
Close,
the
minimum.
usual 3 buttons.
Zoom. Tutorial editing with groups active. Ticked.
Group active stick.
Pop-up button.
Pop-up button with the menu, blah, blah, blah. Making
Make default setting. Remove selected
yeah,
channel
so
strips.
you can do you can add a new group from
Pop-up
here, as you know.
Table.
In the table, let's have a listen now.
In table. Row number.
Now you have
1, 2.
and
Number
2.
column.
Number 1, if we go to the right.
On uncheck box. Select to turn on this channel strip group. When deselected, you can make changes to individual.
Let's view space and check.
Unticked.
Okay, it was ticked.
Name blank.
And that is
Name
a blank.
field blank. Blank.
Oh, okay. I don't know why that's blank. But
On
anyway.
number 2. Number column. H. 8 number. 8 name blank. H. On uncheck box. Uncheck box. Unticked. Uncheck box. Ticked. Unticked. Uncheck box. Ticked.
Okay, it doesn't. I don't know why, but yeah, the name just went.
Name.
Let me check number 2.
Name blank.
Let me call this drums. Again, it doesn't stick.
In edit text. Out button. Table. H. Name blank. Name field. In edit.
Let's try again.
D-U-S. Out of pop-up table. In H. Name drums. Blank.
Yeah, let me try to call these vocals again.
In edit text. Out of edit texts. Name field. In edit texts. S. Out of edit text. Out pop-up table. Into vocals. Drums.
Okay, now you
Vocal
see.
on vocals. Drums.
Now it does. It stays, hopefully, but it doesn't matter. It's more important that you remember. Group 1 is this. Group 2 is this. Okay.
Out.
But that's how you can add groups manually. Okay.
Automation.
So yeah, again, this is kind of longer. Yeah. So there's that lovely key command, which, as I said at the beginning of this tutorial, I'll talk you through it.
Mixer. Tracks. Mixer.
So let me close the mixer.
Tracks.
And let me get you to
key command assignment.
the key command assignment.
Key command zoom more key unuse custom multi conflict press search key command scroll area keyboard in globe table in table create group for selected channel strips tracks.
Okay.
Also available.
This is the key command that I was talking about. It's called, once again, let's have a listen.
Delete select create group for selected channel strips track.
Create groups for selected channel strip. And the key command is
Key. Control Shift Command G.
Control Shift Command G. Control Shift Command G. That is not assigned by default by Logic. So if you know how to assign a key command, do it, because that's really handy. If you don't, well, drop me an email. I will be happy to tell you how to do it, or I can share my key commands as well. So once again, drop me an email and I'll tell you how to do it. But that's super handy because as you could see, it can be done manually, but it's kind of no, it's too long. All right. Yeah, that's all for today. I hope it was helpful. Once you sort out these key command things, editing in Logic, it will be easy, and do multiple edits. It's going to be so easy. So yes, guys, we can do it. We are great editors. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Until next time, keep making music, guys. It's going to be a really good day. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Thanks for joining us on our podcast. We hope you found our content insightful and thought-provoking. Before we go, we'd like to thank all our listeners for their invaluable support. If you enjoyed our podcast and want to contribute to its growth, please consider making a donation via PayPal to delilisantonio@gmail.com. That's D for Delta, E for Echo, L for Lima, I for India, L for Lima, L for Lima, I for India, S for Sierra. A for Alpha, N for November, T for Tango, O for Oscar, N for...